Welcome to day 27 of my startup in Canada. So, today I had an interesting compliment that I got. So, there's one older person, older than me, who I got in touch with when I got to Canada, and he is one of the mentors from my own IIT alumni group. So at that time, I was very new. I just told him what I want to do, like I want to explore business, and he also gave some tips about starting business and starting and finding a job and everything. But now over 3 4 months I have decided to do a startup, and now I have more clarity, so I reached out to him again. I just told him about my progress, and then I told him about my idea. Now my idea is actually, as you know, I have not really fixed on an idea, but I have been starting to take one idea and talk about it with more people and present it to investors, just to have a conversation topic at least. So I'll talk more about that strategy later on, maybe next videos, but this video is not about that. So so I met him. I thought, this guy I had a virtual meeting with. So I told him about the progress, and then I told him about the idea, and I felt myself, like while I was saying the idea, like my whole body suddenly energized and my eyes were light up. And this has been happening with me more often as I'm telling the idea, especially also when the other person takes interest, and you can see him getting a little bit excited as they hear you, and you get more excited because of that. And so all of this happened, and I finished my idea, and he was just like looking at me with big eyes, spellbound, and he said, wow. And so amazing to hear that maybe my pitch is going well. And then he said, and this is the nicest compliment that an entrepreneur can receive, maybe at an early stage. He said that we have so much fire, I can see so much fire in you. And guys, now this is where I want to now expand on this further. Like, what, as you're a new guy, you do not have a huge profile, you do not have early past success in startups. What do you have as a new guy to show that you can do this as an entrepreneur? So for this, I think I have some ideas, I have some thoughts or some things to think about. So recently, through my YouTube channel, one guy approached me from India, and I'm an older guy. This was a younger guy, and he approached me, like he tried find out somehow one common contact, and through him uh, he got in touch with me. And even this guy who brought us in contact, he did not know that very well, this guy. But I like the hustle part of this, so I did believe that this guy maybe has something to talk. And then he talked, he did not have anything specific to do, but he said that he wants to do something big. And the way he described about various things, what he observed, what he noticed about his father's business, and I could see like he's thinking differently, like he's trying to put his own perspective into the things. And then he showed some different things, like he had an Instagram profile where he did his little bit of acting shots. And then he had a YouTube channel which had like 1000 or some subscribers, so it's a very small YouTube channel, but I could see the growth in that channel from 0 to 1000 subscribers over 1 year or 2 years. And I know, because I have been in startup, so I know how hard it is to even do a small YouTube channel, and with consistency and persistence and watch the analytics. And most of the investors also have gone through this process with a lot of entrepreneurs, and they have seen what successful people look like. So so now he had this small, and then there was a discussion about how I can help him. And I offered him some job with one of my friends, and he said that he's not interested in the money part, he's looking for the experience. And for that experience, yes, he can do that job, but he has to really be sure whether there will be that kind of experience. And and all of these, they are very small like little cues here and there. And for an average eye, maybe didn't doesn't mean a lot, because an average person will just see how much he's earning, which is I think around 40,000 rupees a month. And probably they will judge that, oh, he's not from one of the top colleges, he's not one of the top earners, maybe he's worth nothing. But for a person experienced like me, and probably for investors who have seen so many successful entrepreneurs, and also people who get started with a lot of energy but do not pursue the whole thing, they can probably pick up these small signs here and there as a pattern. They don't really know that as a formula, but they can see that these patterns match the patterns of the successful people they have seen in the past. So as for this guy, I know who he is. I have his contact, and I have in my mind maybe in future whenever I need and I'm in that capacity to be able to pay money, I will definitely want to involve him into my business. So that's it, guys. Just I do not know how to conclude this, but that's all, some things to think about for you. Oh, okay, guys. I just remember one thing that I forgot to tell. So I think what impressed me about this guy was first that he did not care about the money. Second was that he had a like analytical view into things that most people do not think about. And the third that impressed me was like he had like success or very good understanding or some kind of accomplishment which is very very small but into multiple diverse things. So he had done sales for his father business and grew it a little bit. He had done a YouTube channel about something completely like about some artwork which did not show his face, and still there was some improvement. And then he had his own Instagram profile which had some acting, which is a different skill completely. So he had some sort of traction or some sort of above average results in many different fields. And I think these are the things that impressed me in him, and also the hustle that he put forward to reach out to me. Yeah, because I was not able to conclude, so I added this small further add on to this video.